Hello and welcome to Research Circle. I hope you all are in a good health. So, the topic for today's discussion is how to read a research paper, a guide for setting a research goal, finding papers to read, and more. So, in this particular video, we'll discuss the main important aspect in your research journey, that is how to read a research paper, because many times we uh, we have to read the research paper for references and for reviews. So in that point of view, we must understand how to read a proper research paper, because reading a research paper is not like a general reading, because it takes so much than your general reading. So if you are in a scientific field, and you should try to build your deep and unbiased understanding of that field. So this is not only educate you in the best possible way, but also imagine the opportunities in your space. So a research paper is often the calamity of wide range of deep and authentic practices surrounding a topic that the author have taken for the research. So when writing a research paper, the author thinks critically about the problem, performs rigorous research, and evaluates their process and sources, organize their thoughts, and then writes. So these genuinely executed practices makes you a good research paper. So if you are struggling to build a habit of reading a paper, particularly research paper, like many of you must have been struggling to that problem. So on the regular basis, I have tried here to break down the whole process, and I will talk about the researchers in the field, read a bunch of papers and blogs. From that point of view, I have come out with some of the handy solutions here. So first of all, so it's an art. Reading a paper is an art, because what are you reading? Before that, we must understand what is a research paper. So a research paper is a dense and detailed manuscript that compiles a thought understanding of a problem or a topic. So it offers a proposed solution and further research along with the conditions under which it was deducted and carried out. So it is particularly a efficient solution, and the research performed that potentially loopholes taken out of the study. So a research paper is written not only to provide an exceptional learning opportunity, but also to pave the way of further advancement in that field or in that research. And in the same case, we have to understand what is not research paper. There are common notion that a research paper is well informed summary of problem or the topic written by means of other resources, but you shouldn't mistake it for a book or an opinioned account of an individual's interpretation of a particular topic. So that is not your research paper. So we'll come back to that point, that art of reading a research paper. So first of all, understanding understanding the field is very important, because your interest might be in some field, and if you try to read the research papers of other than your field, it might boredom you. So I recommend stick to your field, so that you can go deep and down there. So and the next one is organize thoughts, and then write. So they have organized their thought and then write down that paper. So accordingly, you have to read that. In their point of view, what they are trying to convey, you must understand their point of view. So this is the one of the art of reading a research paper. So we'll come to that part, that there are three important reasons to read. Now why to read a research paper? And in the introduction, we have discussed that part, but we'll take here brief that there are three important reasons to read a research paper. So first one comes here is knowledge. Now what knowledge means here is understanding the problem from the eye of someone who has probably spent years solving it. Getting my point? So, and has taken care of all the years that you might not think at the beginning. So to gain that understanding, to gain that knowledge, you have to read the research papers in your field. Then the next one is research and reviews. So one of the main reason why for writing a research paper is to further development in that field. So researchers read the papers to review them for the conferences or to do the literature survey of a new field. So that is also a good point. And the third one is exploration. Whether you have a pinpointed agenda or not, there is a high chances that you will stumble upon an edge case or shortcoming what is worth following up. So with the persistent effort over a considerable amount of time, you can learn to use that knowledge to make a living. So you can explore many things with this knowledge of reading research paper. Okay, so here are few tips that getting you started in the reading research paper. Always pick an area you are interested, that we have already discussed. The next one is read a good books or detailed blog spots on that topic and start dividing deep by reading the papers referred in those resources. So particularly you can refer a book or a journal, and you can uh, particulate their your interest only. The next, look for the seminal paper around that topic. So seminal paper is these papers are report a major breakthrough in that field and offer the new method perspective with a huge potential for subsequent research in that field. So check out the papers that may help you. So check out the books like Computer Vision, Algorithm and Application by Richard. So these are some books that are referred for the paper for these papers. So again, have and build a sense of community. Find people who share similar interests. Like there are many Telegram group, WhatsApp group, Facebook groups. So join that channel or group, and you can take piece of advice from there, or you can share your point of view there as well. So this is all about some handy tips. Now some of the tools and software to track your pipeline. This is one, Mendeley. This is not a free, so this is the paid version. The next one is Zotero. This is free and open source, and the third one is Notion. So these are the software where you can use or track the papers of your interest. So this will assist you. You must type the area of your interest, and then you can get the according papers. So I guess that's it for today's session. Thank you so much for watching this session. If you like, please subscribe to Research Circle and share this video so that many of you get the chance to use that tips to their research journey. Thank you so much.